What can you do when DCF fails to follow up on a criminal, which is called a CORI background check, during an investigation in Massachusetts? What you should do if DCF fails to follow up on a CORI, a criminal background check in Massachusetts, is get out your sneakers and go and do it yourself. What do I mean by that? Recently I had a case where the father said, I don't have an alcohol problem. I have not been arrested. I don't have problems. I'm clean. And so what we did was we went and checked and double checked and triple checked with all the various collaterals involved in the case. We come to find out the father had a terrible drinking problem. We had OUIs, and where he was not allowing DCF to speak to his family. And that was a simple answer. Why? Because the family would have to tell the truth. How he had terrible alcoholism in his family. We had a parent that had been arrested 3 times for OUI and had been in rehab and lost a job due to excessive drinking. And this father also had a sibling who had been arrested before the age of 21 for OUI. And so, there for the grace of God go I. And when I read something like that, I feel terrible, because that could be you and I. And I take no solace in a witness that's trying to hurt my client has a substance abuse problem, because that could be you and I. And you shouldn't either take solace in that. And even though it was a way to crush the case and exonerate and have the decision reversed, overturned, and unsupported, I was very sad to go about a case like this. And sometimes you have to. And that was evidence that we had to provide and give to DCF, which totally discredited this father. But it's not something I like to see, because the problem is that alcohol and drugs is a perverse problem in our society, and it affects parents and therefore affects children. And it's one of the sad and what darker sides that DCF has to deal with day in and day out. It's rampant in our country, and I wish it wasn't so. And I know DCF wish it wasn't so. But sometimes you gotta dig. You gotta make sure that DCF does the background, does the legwork, looks into the evidence. And when a father says, I don't have an alcohol problem, think again. And when father says, you can't speak to my family, why is that, folks? Major red flags all over the place. And there's blood in the water, and you want to go after it. You want to go after it, and make sure when all is said and done, you get the evidence that does what? Crushes your case and gives DCF what they need to make the right decision, and the right decision occurs. And you have that affirmative duty, that opportunity. And DCF, when all is said and done, they want to do the right thing. They don't want a parent that has an alcohol problem raising a child and be involved with a child. And they want to make sure that the child's protected as well. That is their affirmative duty given to them by our legislature in Massachusetts, and that's the law.